All right, so now what we've got is actually the upper session number 1 for phase 2 of the men's fat loss transformation program. Now, as we go into the second phase, what we're going to be focusing is how you can actually be now building more muscle. Through the first phase, we'll prime your body so you're actually to burn more body fat, being effective and efficient at using body fat for fuel. Now we're going into this because we can start using more carbohydrates. We're going to start fueling some more muscle growth. So what we're going to be doing is actually increasing the volume. So as you're going to see, we're going to be going a little bit heavier with intensity with the weights, but we're pairing 8s and 8s back to back, and we're having a high volume to start off with. Then we're going to be going into drop sets, and this is really crucial stuff because this is where you're going to be doing 10, drop 10, and then 10 reps again. So we're going high reps, but keeping the weights nice and high. So let's jump into this session. I'll walk you through it.
Alright, so as we actually like to start, now for me, I need to get a better contraction out of my chest. My chest is one of my weak points and I want to be able to grow it. So I need to be able to have a good solid warm up and I need to be able to get a good solid contraction. So I do some single arm work, really making sure that I can get the fibers firing. And then we come into the incline chest press to begin with. Now, with these workouts in this part of the phase of the actual MT90, which is the men's transformation in 90-day program, this is where we're starting off with high intensity and high volume at the same time. So we're doing 8 sets of 8, going from the incline chest press, and then we're actually going to be backing this up with chin-ups. Now, you want to be working that weight up, keeping sure that you're getting good quality tension in that muscle the entire time. Especially with the incline chest press, you want to make sure you keep your shoulders depressed, so down, and you want to have your hands slightly turned in, not turning all the way out. Otherwise, you just see so many people losing all the contraction in their chest because their delts are doing the work for them. Now we come into the chin up. So again, this is 8 sets of 8 backed up with the incline chest press. I've got a slight lean back here because I want to make sure I can get the contraction with the lower lats as well. And you want to get a good squeeze, really bringing yourself all the way to your hands. Or if you're doing a lat pull down instead, you want to make sure you bring the bar down to your chest. Now we back this up with a seated row. Now the gym I was actually training at didn't have a seated row machine, so this was something that was very similar. So it's kind of like a hammer strength machine, does the job, but we're doing a double drop set. So we're doing 10 reps, then we go into a slightly lower weight, we do 10 reps again, and then you drop the weight again and do the 10 reps again. So it's 30 reps all up, keeping the intensity of the weight. But as you can see, we've got a good solid contraction every single rep. We're not trying to bust these out too quick. We're keeping it controlled through every single time. And obviously we want to start with a nice heavy weight. Now we go a little bit lighter coming into it, and then obviously just to make sure we don't have to go through all 30 reps, we can go a little bit quicker on speed. Obviously I'm not doing this in real time, but I want to see you making sure you get the 30 reps all the way out. Now we come into the seated machine shoulder press. Now we're using a machine because we are doing the double drop set again. So it's 10, drop 10, drop 10, and we're making sure that we get good quality form all the way out. So again, we're starting off nice and heavy, keeping maximal weights to get good form through each of the 10 drops. And again, this is where a machine does a great job, because obviously using dumbbells, you can start fatiguing, especially in your ancillary muscles. And again, we want to go nice and quick just so we can get all the reps out, but you don't have to watch them all the way through. Now, just as an awesome finisher to this workout, Chaz, which was filming me, he's actually a client that's gone through the MT90 challenge. He's finishing it off himself with the kettlebell, or we can just use dumbbells if your gym doesn't have kettlebell swings. Making sure you get down into the hips, sitting in your heels, and making the legs do the work.
Now it's time for you to get the most out of this and comment below. This is where I will personally come in and give you the answers that you need. And as always, the best discussions happen over at mybodyblend.com. This is where I can give you all the guides, programs, and insights that I can't fit in these episodes. Plus the free diets and workouts are there waiting for you now. And if you did like this episode, then be sure to hit subscribe so you never miss an episode and I can send them straight to you. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon here and in the My Body Blends only community.